Um, this is actually a really good question. Do I want to go for the Articles of Agreement? Yes, because we want to be re-electing better rulers. And I don't know if there are as many famous Japanese admirals as there are, famous Japanese pirates as there are, say, Caribbeans. I wonder how much maintenance is a cog. 0.4. You know what? I'm going to build another cog. And then with that, I'm also going to get another Asian longbow. And then I can have a standing army of 3. And with that, I can suddenly do a lot more, especially if they're drilled and professional. If I earned a bit more money, I would feel a bit more confident and get a cavalry. In fact, I still could. Blow for blow, cavalry are just really strong. Again, especially at this early stage. The problem is they cost 0.3 to maintain. .5 to maintain. I thought 0.5 was artillery. Have they increased the maintenance? So I'm going to get the cavalry. I'm going to keep the cavalry usually in a second army. I'll have the infantry drilling when my army maintenance is 0. Tech tree reminded me of Path of Exile. Was that an inspiration for it? Yes. Yes, it was. Very nice. I was actually interning out in Benton Harbour all summer. I have no idea where that is. Is that anywhere near Muskegon? Like, we're a couple of hours north of Chicago. Is where we are now. 21%. I'm watching those armies marching around up here with a little bit of trepidation. For Starium, I want Star Trek-esque Federation. Absolutely possible. I think artillery is 0.7. Haha. If you said you saw all of Star Trek to get inspiration for the tech tree, it wasn't necessarily for the tech tree, it's just so I understood sci-fi better. Because like I said, I've always been a bigger follower of fantasy than sci-fi. Hence I was involved with Pendor, that's where I was recruited from. Oh, we have technology. That should get rid of the innovation penalty. Excellent. Thousand troops. Oh, no, they can't. Oh, they can. I see, they can cross here. Let's grab you two and just move you here, just to stop them doing that. I don't actually know if that stops them, because I don't own any of those provinces. Siege of Satsuma is over. Excellent. Let's start sieging that then. I can always walk next door and sail away if I need to. I have a feeling I might need to. Yeah, I'm going to. I'm out. Whoa. Where's my transport? Oh, they're there. Whoop, 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 whoop. Bye! I had fun! See you later! Although actually that's only a fraction of... Hold on. That's only a small army. We can beat that. Election in the Pirate Republic. We're going to keep this guy again. My captain, our diplomats have tried stopped improving relations with the Shiki. Maintain it for now. Yes, they can cross over to there again. Higo's been occupied. I mean, the problem is Shoni is being occupied, and there's not a huge amount we can do about that. As long as they don't occupy both sides, they can't cross. Okay. What's the plan? Not to die. So where do we go for this? What's the victory condition for us here? Because we are hugely outnumbered. Even at sea, it's getting a little bit shaky. Oh, there's the other cog. Send over here. Although they may try to leave port as soon as I do this. You know what? That's fine. No, we split up, guys. No, this is silly. We got separated. I'm out. I mean, we are costing them a bunch, and there it is. Shimazu will be forced to give Shoni 10%. Oh, they didn't die. Shimazu pieced out. Hold on. This is big. Shimazu was forced to give Shoni 10% of their income. This will last for 10 years. Shimazu will release Kikukuchi as a sovereign state. Shimazu will annul all treaties with Uchi. Oh, that's actually a bad one because I was going to use Shimazu to get out Uchi. Shimazu will pay 40 ducats, of which I get 14. We actually won that bit. I mean, we're still fighting this bigger war overall. Cavalry's ready. So let's grab the cav. Now my army hits a heck of a lot harder. And we've got a mission. We've succeeded. Do it. Expand so. Have at least 50 development. Here we go. These are unique to us. In fact, there's a whole bunch unique to us. Oh no, these are pirates. Pirate trade practices. So privateers have at least 25% trade power. 25% trade power. Oh, in Nippon. I see. Own 3 provinces with at least a centre of trade level 2. Have at least 3 gold producing provinces. And then one of the following must be true. Ivory Coast, coast of Pernambuco or Gibraltar have 25% trade power. Privateers have 25% trade power. That gives light ship combat ability and ship trade power for 20 years. Trade efficiency and trade steering for 20 years. Trade power for 20 years. And then production efficiency, national manpower and national sailor modifier for 20 years. Which is a bit unfortunate because my bonus, my national bonus, is a 20% trade steering bonus. Which really suggests that my light ship should be protecting trade, not harming it. I should be a smuggler, not a privateer. Stepped away, how goes the war? We actually managed to piece Shimazu out. So it's just Uchi and Ito left. Where's Ito's army? There. 3,000. If I could intercept them, that would be pretty amazing. Turned around again. Did we? Oh no, we didn't actually loot all of this. We totally should. Oh, they're trying to cross here. You know what? I'm okay with that. Uchi, conquest of Shoni. Damn. Full annexation was demanded. Yamana will cede Iwami to Uchi. Yamana will pay 20 ducats. So Yamana is out, so it's just Shoni and me. And unfortunately, pound for pound, I cannot take on the Uchi army. They have cavalry. Ito's army I'd feel a bit better about, although they... Oh no, it's a 5 fire. That's irrelevant. Well, I may as well just sit here and loot. Maybe time to extract the army and wait for the ally to capitulate. I mean, the longer I can make these wars last, the weaker Shoni gets. It's not weakening me at all. Because I'm blockading them. So they'll be suffering war exhaustion. The more war exhaustion I cause, the more uprisings they'll have. And they've been expanding quite a lot, so they should have some rebel chance. Although they don't seem to actually have... Oh no, there's some. Plus I can just loot them. I'm a buccaneer after all. How about we don't do this? And we're causing devastation. Of course, that's the other part. And once we're done with this, I'll just cross over into Bungo again and just start looting it. And as long as I own the territory, I can just dive in with my transports and evacuate. Hit and run. Wars are expensive, but this is fine. I can maintain this for quite a long time. And this is just ramping up their war exhaustion, which is precisely what I wanted to achieve. Mission accomplished. Not to mention the devastation. Which hopefully takes a bit longer to recover from now. Try to take one of the forts so they can't cross the strait. That's going to be almost impossible to do. In fact, I think this one I can't even take unless I have 6,000. I think I can take like a regular capital, like Suo, but I can't take Chikuzen. Ooh, they split their armies again. I'm going to let them cross this time. Oh, come on, cross! I know there's a trap there, but you should still cross. Go on. Go on. I mean, the other thing I could do is go and lift the siege in Shoni. Captain Shingamoto Minamuro is now strict to give me discipline. Oh, that's nice. Nobles demand privileges, lose prestige, or gain unrest. I think I can probably take the unrest hit, to be quite honest. How... This island is really hard to click on. We have an unrest of -4. Yeah, we're good. I'll take the unrest. Disorder. We're pirates! Of course we're disordered. They both cross, you could trap them both on the island. That's what I keep on hoping that they would do, and they haven't. Let's try moving. Oh. Hoshikawa has entered into a military alliance with Ito. Who we're at war with, but they're not the war leader, so that's fine. And Uchi is down to medium. They're only just on medium. Sorry, email's coming through. Need to keep tabs on that. That could be a really big deal. So what do we want? Offensive or defensive? Offensive would be more morale damage, while defensive would resist manpower damage. Don't care about manpower, we're all about offense. We start losing a war, we retreat to the island. It's fine. What are they? They are level 4. Who's the other one I'm fighting? Ito. They are level 5. So Ito is more advanced. Although it now occurs to me that Ito's capital is right here. I could probably kick them out of this war. Then it's just me versus Shoni. Uchi, rather. Me and Shoni versus Uchi. And that would make them a hell of a lot more likely to capitulate. Let's try this. See what they do. Oh, nope, they've just teched up as well. Level 5. Okay, because of the way the forts here work, I need to be very careful when I am going backwards and forwards. Alright, so Uchi is on their way on their own. Conquest of Shoni. They capitulated. Damn. Well, I've not been defeated yet. Did I notice the 64-bit change? Yeah. Doesn't seem to have made a huge difference to me, though. Alright, so we're going to take the cavalry out. We're going to start you drilling. And we're going to drop the army maintenance to 0. That is how we're going to pay for it. You are going to start privateering Beijing. Come on, there you go. Oh, I see. You're not doing it because you're... See, this is not turned on. Stop running away. We have naval superiority. You wimp. When can I raid again? July 1465, so 4 more years. That war lasted quite a long time. Ah, and we can now go to you and say, no! Ah, you rivaled them. Ooh, Oda's grown pretty big. Maybe we can get an alliance with Oda. That might actually be better than Ashiki. Because I think Hoshikawa is less likely to go into rivalry with Oda. But because the two are allied, they'll together be able to go after Shona. What resolution am I streaming at? Yeah, it's kind of small, I'm sorry. Laptop. 720, I think. Do I have any favours? The only one that I might do would be Hoshikawa at this point, but they're bigger than I am. So we're not going to be generating them very quickly. 7. We need 10. And when we have that, I reckon between me and Hoshikawa we can take out Shoni. Yeah, Shoni is unfortunately growing quite large, despite the fact I allied all of their rivals. Is this a new pirate nation? Yes, it is. This tiny little island over here. And I quite enjoy them so far. They're a bit of a challenge. It's like playing as the Knights, but you don't get a guarantee from Venice. Although nobody big like Korea or Ming can come after you because of the Daimyo system. So you can basically pirate everyone outside of Japan while fighting inside of Japan with the money that you've raised from the fights outside of Japan. It's kind of an interesting game. Just be prepared that it's going to be a very slow start because you start off with a grand total of 4 development. 5 development. Right, I got an event. Yes, we're up to 5. Yay. Although, that being said, I should probably spend some points on development. And I think I shall. Because I could dearly do with some more ships. Let's do that. Okay, we're up to 9. So we're now the same as many of our other OPM neighbours. Should probably have done the development edict before I did that. Never mind. Has that changed my force limits? Kind of, but not really. I'm going to go and risk building another galley. So we want to try and maintain our naval superiority as long as we can. Too few rivals. Shimazu, very natural rival. Shimazu have no allies. Oh. Who's this? Ito and Nishiki. That's going to be Uchi. One of our advisors, while having been a faithful servant so far, but now they seem to have grown too insolent. The advisor dares denounce our great captain's policies and recently did so in public in front of our foreign ambassadors. Even if there might be some ground to these criticisms, we shouldn't let open criticism of the captain become a habit for anyone. But it was a good point. Or off with their head. Good point. And then national idea, which is going to be our first idea group. Well, this then begs the question, where do we go first? We could have maritime ideas, which would increase our naval force limit. Naval ideas, which would increase the strength of our galleys. Plutocratic ideas, which would give us more morale and also more trade ability. Innovative, which would give us more technology stuff. Economic, which would give us more development. Expansion, which would allow us to colonize, so I don't think we have the money for expansion. Or quality for better infantry, cavalry and ships. Or offensive for the better siege. Defensive I'm less interested in. I'm really tempted by innovative. Reduces the advisor cost. Reduces or increases the number of leaders we can have without upkeep. Merchants get more naval tradition from protecting trade. Sailors. Global ship repair. Plus they can repair off the coast, which would be great when blockading. Plus 50% naval force limit. Leaders without upkeep and also admiral cost reduction. Blockade efficiency, privateering efficiency, and we can repair on coastal. I think it makes the most sense to get maritime. Although I do really like innovativeness. I think I'm going to go innovative and then maritime. Where are the crossovers? What do they give each other? Innovative maritime is +1 naval leader maneuver and minus 10% ship. Sorry, plus 10% heavy ship combat ability, which late game is going to be fantastic. Because ship maneuver is better trade, which also impacts privateering power, and then heavy ship combat ability is heavy ship combat ability. We're going to go innovative. It just merges well with so many other things. So that's going to be an admin thing. So I think the next advisor we get is going to be an admin one. Maritime is widely considered to be a weak group by idiots. I still maintain it's one of the strongest groups in the game. Like, Maritime used properly is absurd. And don't worry, we'll be getting Maritime. It is probably my favourite idea group. And I absolutely love the fact that they actually buffed it. I mean, the only one which doesn't gel as well with Pirate Republics is the change where they changed it for the naval tradition from protecting trade. Which for trading powers like Portugal and the Netherlands is ridiculous, but for privateering nations, not so much. Because you're privateering, that does not count as protecting trade. It is in fact the opposite.